Hi guys, Harsh here, and this video is for anyone who has a domain. So if you have a domain or you're planning to buy a domain, you should watch this video because what I'm going to share is very important and going to be very useful for you. So today we'll be talking about Whoisguard. So when you buy a domain, anyone can go and see the details of a domain. Now, when I say details of the domain, that means your address. So basically, when you create an account on any domain registrar, let's say Shout My Domain, Namecheap, you add your address, your contact details. And when you buy a domain and you have not bought Whoisguard protection, so anyone can go and see the details related to that account. So let me show you an example. So this is a website called Whois. So here I added the my domain name, and you can see that anyone can go and find my details, like where do I live, my phone number and contact details. So this is somehow very useful when you are doing a legitimate business, but it might not be useful when you are doing something shady, or maybe when you have to protect your privacy. So let me show you an example for that also. So this is xhamster.com, some porn site, and if you go and try to see the details of this domain, you can't find anything. Though there is one thing that you have to notice, that okay, there is an email address where you can drop an email. Now the good thing, this domain is protected by Whois protection. So when you drop an email to this particular email address, the email will be sent to the domain owner. So this is how Whoisguard protection work. Now, whenever you book a domain, you have an option of buying the Whoisguard. Many domain service provider like Shout My Domain, Namecheap offers one free Whoisguard for the first year, and for the next year you might have to pay a little fee of $2 to $3. Now the question is, what kind of blogger should use this feature? One, if you are blogging from home and you are blogging on some controversial topic, let's say politics or anything which can which can be controversial, you might like to protect your privacy by hiding your details. Now this is not hiding your details, this is basically protecting your privacy. If you're running any business, like let's say pawn site, poker site, and you don't want your details to be public, that's where you should be using Whois details. Now, in many cases, you might not want to hide the details if you are doing a genuine business. Like in my case, whenever I launch a website, most of my all of my websites are legitimate business. So I don't need to hide the business. But if you are going in a business where you think like you have to, you should not disclose your details publicly. You should use Whoisguard protection. Now I'll show you how you can activate the service. So in most of the cases, when you're buying a domain, you get an option of enabling it for free. Now there are some domain registrar like GoDaddy and many other who charges you for that. So if you need this service, I would recommend go for a domain registrar like Shout My Domain, Namecheap, where you can get free Whoisguard. So in this case, I have this domain bought from Shout My Domain. So what I'm gonna do, I'll click on privacy protection under my domain settings, and all I need to do is click on enable. So as soon as I click enable, my domain details will be hidden from the public, and you'll be seeing something like this, where anyone can get in touch, but not to by direct email. So that's a one way of handling this. And this is also useful when you're getting too many spam comments, because there are many spammers on the internet, and they will simply copy your email address and start bombarding you with the emails. So this is all about Whoisguard. If you still have any queries, feel free to let me know via comments. Thank you for watching. This is Harsh.